All right, so very quick one today. So this system that we're living in, right, it's completely made up. It's man-made, it's artificial. And you can change the rules because, it's made up by people like you and people like me hundreds of years ago. And it's all fictitious. It's not actually real. It's just someone had an idea, imposed a thought, a system, created something, built something. And that applies to nation states as well. So national boundaries. National boundaries generally on the whole are imaginary. They're made up. They don't actually exist. They're abstract concepts. Unless you're an island or something like that. There's nothing actually separating you from your next door neighbours, apart from some random idea that this is where one country ends and another one starts. And when you start to break down barriers like that and understand that they're just as real as Harry Potter is, then you start to understand that we don't have any differences. We might have cultural differences, but I've got cultural differences with my parents or the people who live 2 doors down from me. This whole idea of England, for example, it's an abstract concept. It doesn't actually exist in reality. And all those people over there in one of these other so-called countries, they're actually just the same as us. They might have different ways of doing things, they might have different conditions, that sort of thing, but they're actually just the same as us. They are our brothers and sisters, and we need to remember that when we see people struggling in life rafts in the Mediterranean, people who are seeking to flee from war and famine, who want something better for themselves and better for their families. Stop seeing them as the enemy and start seeing them as our brothers and sisters, because that's who they are. We are one big happy family of human beings trying to get along, and sometimes our governments, who exist to protect these imaginary boundaries, kind of lose track of that. What is best for people is not national boundaries, it's unity and unification and working together. So there's a little thought for today. Let's just kind of be a bit more accepting of people around the world. You can't label people by their nationality because it's an abstract concept and it doesn't actually exist. All right, cheers for that.